for New York. If they're going to try and get one of those 2 hard points, Fortress,
All right,
might as well
OpTic,
choke that one up. The
got.
control's a difficult one. The Search and Destroy is tough. OpTic Texas are a hard team to beat. New York Subliners going to have to bring their
Won
A
their
game.
first series 3-1 against Boston.
Right.
Boston has
Texas,
since
the
gone
team
home.
to beat as they already light it up in the kill feed.
Winner of this
And
gets
this is the
top
question
3
we're
guaranteed,
asking
meeting
Everybody
LA
favourites to win
Thieves in the
tournament,
winners
but how
final.
do they look against some of the
Tomorrow.
big teams still rocking? New York are one of those, even if the recent results haven't been amazing.
New York looked good in their
Yeah, it's
match.
been tough for them.
They ran through Paris
3-0,
right?
Really good.
Took
In the first
3-0.
day, and for a performance
Paris,
level that we
or
weren't
not
too sure
Paris,
what
but
to
Vegas
expect
now,
from them.
whatever. The
Actually
Legion.
starting things off nicely, 2 in a
Didn't
row,
look
making
good.
it 3.
We'll
Kills
see,
come through for the Subliners. Rotation's not going to be there, though.
that
Huke
was
has made his
Subliners
move, spawn
playing
at
well.
FaZe. Well, I mean, everywhere. They spawn everywhere.
Legion
boys.
playing
Where are they
poorly.
spawning? Yes, is
Maybe
the
a
answer
little
to
bit
that
of both.
question. Look at this, though, from Huke. Rotation
Who
is
can
eventually there
say,
for
right?
OpTic Texas. They're looking P2. New York Subliners going to have to find a break.
This is always a difficult break. As slowly but surely New York trying to get somewhere near to it, but Ghosty's holding the door already. They can't even get close. KiSMET will eventually take him down, but damage has been done. OpTic is still here. They are still set up. There is a player out towards the
Dashy's
back.
waiting.
Priestahh might be the catalyst for this push.
And when we talk about the strengths of both
Trophy
these
down,
two
damn,
teams,
he
the
hit
strongest thing for
headshots.
New York is breaking
Got
percentage.
hit from mid.
Skyz will maybe open things up as the trades will start to flow on through. Which way they're going to fall, though. Priestahh will find Huke. The blast
He's gotta
gunfight
shoot
is
5
going to
in
be
the
Ghosty.
back. No.
Just about finds it, but the spawns towards the back for
Ghosty got
Subliners
out
are in.
somehow.
Potential break again.
They're eventually finding it, but there is just reinforcement flowing like water. And eventually New York will grab the scrap time, but only 20 seconds. Bonus, though, for Texas. They have this rotation.
Yep, 15 seconds to go. Subliners
Good
will
start.
take that one. The aggression came through, and then, of course, the spawns over towards the back are going to come in for OpTic Texas again. 10 seconds fall their way. You
Allowed
have
to
to
just
get rid
be
of
OpTic
Ghosty now.
fanboy.
Subliners are being presented with a small opportunity to get some
Does that just
decent
make me a
resolution
basic bitch?
over towards
Maybe.
this kitchen side.
Who can say?
Get yourself set up. Here come OpTic Texas through the pantry side. KiSMET's found 2 inside the point, though, and will lock it down. Priestahh has to stay alive towards the back.
And KiSMET in the kitchen, making plays every single time we see him, and still gunning. Eventually will fall. Skyz now has to try and stop this deluge of Texas flooding into
So
the
weird that
kitchen.
you just like wall
Priestahh
bang
will
all
get the
that.
trade
They're all
as
just
well as
spraying
both
through
teams
it.
go to work. It's a snake off, it's a bake off, and it's everything going down.
This is just
but it
mayhem.
will be Texas. They
So
break
hard
it
for like
fast
casual
enough
people to
make a
follow what's
difference.
going on
Yeah,
in
Ghosty
situations
finds
like
2
that.
on the way through. The
Literally
stun
just
game
everyone just
keeps him
constantly
alive.
dying.
Not able to stay alive inside the point is KiSMET, and you know,
He's
you
getting
said it
kills,
right. He
he's
does as
scoring,
well as
who
he
knows?
possibly can. When we often see him in kitchen,
Just like
he can cook something up. Not this
certain
time.
death for everyone.
Kills flowing for OpTic Texas again. They get scrap time, they get rotation. Such a hard team to beat, and look at this rotation.
But I mean,
again,
going
we
into
talked about the
P3,
strengths of New
OpTic's
York
got
in terms of their breaking
double their
percentage. The
points.
rotations for OpTic Texas are absurd, sitting at nearly 60% of the time. They are first ones
my
here. They can
God.
get set up thanks to
Headshot,
players from people like
headshot.
Huke. 10 and 6 to kick the game
So
off.
2 in the hill, but
Every single time you see
fine
OpTic
his team sometimes.
huge
You got
flanks
2
from their
more.
players as Huke gets 4. Eventually, though, New York manages
New
to
York got the
stabilize for a
spawn, so.
second. KiSMET getting the few kills that they need. New York are digging in here for the points.
Looking towards the scoreboard,
OpTic's
the
spawning
ARs of
bedroom
New
now,
York
though, so
Subliners
they're
have always
not
been
too far
struggling.
out.
KiSMET and HyDra keeping pace. Ghosty and Huke are the ones that are doing the business for OpTic
crazy
Texas.
that you
Thinking
can
of
score
Ghosty
from
in
that
those AR
angle.
positions, just causing issues.
Kinda corny.
He's really just in the face of New York right now.
Kinda cool.
Anyone who runs in his way is getting blinked at and dying.
Ghosty frying.
Subliners spawning towards the back
13-6
now. We'll
off
be
the
thinking
rip.
about rotation over towards restaurant in a second, but one more hit.
It's still OpTic Texas. They're still doing the business. You can see they keep piling on the pressure. This team has found a rhythm in hardpoint. And
It
the
doesn't
tempo
feel like
of it
OpTic
is
should be winning by
fast,
this much.
furious, and everybody else can fall by the wayside. So many players going
Maybe
off.
they're
It's
just
not
that
normally Ghosty that's dropping the serious numbers for this team. It's usually one of the other 3. But when he's gunning like he is, that's the reason for the points. 125 to
Who's frying
57.
too?
It's a scary prospect when you have Ghosty, the one top of the leaderboard in terms of the kills department, when you have Shotzzy, Dashy, and Huke, who can just bring it at a moment's notice. Ghosty inside the point now, just trying to defend as best he can. The break has come through from Subliners. Good pressure from the front. OpTic Texas will be focused back towards the kitchen side. Could do with keeping a hold of this side of the spawn. Shotzy's found 2 though. That might be the break, but HyDra can answer back with 2 of his own. New York spawning out, still towards the kitchen side for OpTic Texas. There's good hold so far.
And you can see they are feeling confident on this Saturday of the major. Let's find out how confident
They are
you're
frying
listening
right
with
now.
OpTic Texas.
And cubby, deep left to point cubby, last 2.
I'm wrong. I freeze your boys. You gotta hold here. We're gonna play the catch.
Double set.
I'm gonna run.
Holding TV. Yo, our side rugs. He ran TV. I have TV, you're good. TV, you watch out dead.
I traveled. Middle's
They're
up.
so
I'm taking
patient.
a mid.
I Alright, so you leave mine through.
Wait, yo,
I have the
cross. I have the cross.
No, they're playing to left, bro. They're playing to left.
Yeah, we're fine. Dude,
I have freezer.
just keep holding middle, Kyler. You're good.
Drop
I
the
got this.
snake.
One guy's middle.
Top it, shit on. Nice. Yo, go right, Dan. I have this.
Crazy, like people are fighting so hard for kitchen control.
So
this hill.
Slider.
Clearly, an important spot to control.
To this
Hold
hill.
your own back.
Backs upset. Nice. Watch out. They're gonna be for bed.
I got him.
We got you.
Ooh.
Yo, they're top bed, kids.
He's not even sure. Thought he was gonna just free fire and get a kill. But had his head lined up.
My side time.
You middle spot, they're running up pool.
One guy's on you, backstep side.
Yeah, backsteps, Paco.
Where's he?
Yo, one guy side door kitchen.
Close
He
shot.
backsteps, yep.
Everyone chill.
Play through all.
Nice.
Just
nice.
chill, dog.
He's playing through all.
Look at my back stairs again.
I have top cat.
And they like bounced off the side of a
Okay,
like
I
ceiling.
have backsteps.
Be back right. Behind the block.
OpTic throwing up the walls.
I feel like neither team really got any time there. They were all just traded out.
Chill to stop the overheating Jowls coming through.
A lot of
But
contest
this
time.
game is slowly but surely reaching a conclusion. 174 to 105. New York on that first rotation have not set the pace.
OpTic Texas have really just been there every single time first. It's so difficult for Subliners to get any sort of break on this one. You've got Huke running absolutely rapid around the map. 22 and 14 out of him. He could be anywhere at any given time. There's two. The third may well be about to
Man, he
follow
is
as well from
trying
Huke.
this
It's
game.
a ridiculous game from him at 25 and 15.
Ken
OpTic
really
Texas
letting
walking
Huke
away
take
with this
over.
one, 180 points and rising. Rotation is
He's
there
had
for
a
New York
crazy
over
season,
towards P2.
starting off
They
with
must look in
LAG.
some good time.
This is getting out of
Underperforming,
hand now.
team
Only
doing
108
poorly,
points.
gets
If they
dropped.
get broken here, it could
They
very
just
well
release them, they don't
start
even
ringing
try
the
and
bell
sell
for
them.
the end.
No one wants
Now,
him
here
seemingly.
comes the first push. Skyz
Ends up on
already
OpTic.
taking a few bullets. Trying to back
Well
off.
positioned to
Will fall as well. KiSMET
win
holding
champs this
chandelier,
year.
but that's a wide chow from him, and down he falls.
We got one
fight's
more
going on
major
towards
after
mid
this,
around
and
the
then
side, and that's a huge
champs,
kill from
so
Ghosty. So I'm just going to
they can win
break
major
straight
4.
through the front, and it's OpTic Texas with the trades. KiSMET staying
feel like
alive once again.
whoever wins
They've
major
made this
5 will be
scrappy after a
favorites
setup,
for winning
and Texas are in.
champs.
Response
but
towards the back, though, is what kept New York in
know.
it for only a moment.
They win
and
4.
Still here. 35 seconds to play
Favorites
for.
to
We'll
win
put
5,
OpTic
I
Texas
guess,
within
right?
touching distance. HyDra has
Is
to
that how
push.
that
They
works?
have to do something about it. That's 3 dead with Huke spawning over towards hole in the wall. Finding
We'll see.
2.
There's still tons of time
Still an
before
option
we get
for
to
OpTic
that part
Texas
of
to
the
get
season.
inside the
But
point, but once again, Huke is absolutely final.
that'd be unfortunate, you know. They
213
just like
points for
if
OpTic
they
Texas,
hit their
will
peak
get
just
scrap
too
time
early,
again.
and then another team like
HyDra's
really
here to try and
peaks.
disrupt that. But Huke
Wins
just cannot be
5
stopped. It's
and,
only his teammates who can seemingly kill him at the moment.
Champs like
New York,
Thieves
they
did
think they
last
set
year.
up, they
Maybe
think
we'll
they're
do
in a
it
good
again this
position.
year.
Nothing for them. Here comes some more pressure as well. We'll just punch straight through any setup you have. Priestahh fighting for his life as he falls. Huke takes down Shotzzy, but it doesn't matter. New York
They're up a
spawning
lot.
in the middle of the map as Texas continue to go to work. They don't even know if anybody's in there. They get into the point. It's a stack from New York Subliners.
Coming
as they
hot.
go for one last hurrah,
Oh,
one last opportunity.
I thought that was
Can
a
they get into it
3-2.
as well? Shotzzy going
3
for the
dead.
challenge. Huke combining with
They
him.
get the last
and as
guy.
they spawn out, it's all over.
CDL record of 10
Sprint.
from OpTic Texas over the last few games they've played in hardpoint. It's
They
about
got
to
him
be
out.
11 if they can lock in
Got
this
him out
one.
with
4
4
points
seconds
for
to
HyDra.
spare.
Finds 2 to maybe slow down what is the inevitable of OpTic Texas.
OpTic's about to
Can
rotate
find
though.
another. Are they going to try the kitchen or are they just going to rotate? They've been so good at doing it all game long. They may well
OpTic's
just lock in
rotated.
bot and lock in
There's a
game number 1.
2v2 and old still.
They're a little bit terrified. They're a little bit terrified. They're going to end it here as well. They aren't even going to
that's it.
worry.
He's gotta
The
run back
rotation
now.
won't matter. It's all played out.
I don't even know who number 4
OpTic
was, but he had to
Texas,
run back.
11 in a row. They have
once they
tied
broke
the
that.
record for hardpoint wins in the CDL. And if this goes to a map 4, they could even
All right,
break it
well,
today.
dominant map 1
But
from
they are
OpTic.
looking
See if they can
different.
continue that into
Nobody
map
in
2.
the CDL wants to play them in hardpoint on.
When it does come down to search and destroy, can you find something? New York
bag
Subliners on their
research.
day. Yeah, okay, the stats might not help them. So you look at this
feel like
map set,
Subliners
you
need
might
to
not
take
feel
this.
confident, but they do have HyDra. And there is always a potential that this man can pop off. Even Shotzzy going up against each other is going to be a crucial matchup here.
Just
I feel like
positioning.
OpTic has the
KiSMET is
control
waiting,
locked.
wondering who's covering it. You can see
Could be a
they're
quick
just
series
firing.
if they
Ghosty,
they
who's
run
on
through this
Overwatch
on
now.
search as well.
KiSMET decides to go for it on the back of that
But
stun,
we'll
but he just
see.
get tagged up. And OpTic
Things don't
look
always
like
go
they're
as
going
planned.
for
The
this.
stats don't always tell the
Coming around
story.
Huke over the top with a nade. Shotzzy goes back and checks. And OpTic are looking to take control of this site now after the first blood.
And that was just coordinated. You've seen Shotzzy step up with the nade as soon as Ghosty sitting over towards back maps. He sees somebody cross through.
Surprised
and they
Skyz
start
didn't
to
have an
move with the
angle on
nades.
him.
It's Huke through closed it. Shotzzy through open. One player
Can
down.
wall bang that
Three
whole
more to
thing.
go.
Just spray.
1v3 for OpTic Texas. Huke through double doors though. And
Huke
just
with
raining at
three.
something again.
Let him
Skyz
get the
Priestahh
ace,
ball.
huh?
HyDra's the only one left.
Come
HyDra.
on,
Well,
let
it's a good
Huke
shot
get
at
the
Shotzzy, but
ace.
he's got a lot of work to do.
Did he get it?
Huke with another. It's the ace for Huke
Hell
in
yeah.
round number 1.
Huke's locked.
And it's like the hard point never stopped. Over and over again.
Huke just frying.
Now not facing a player sitting across from them, New York.
Gotta love that.
Are
Just jumping out the
facing
window,
some
one
sort
bullet.
of divine
Get the
wrath
freebie.
because he has
the
done
ace.
nothing but kill them every single time he sees them. For New York, there has to be a win here. They have to try and get back into it. We knew where the favorite was going to be.
Who's the winner
Let's see
play?
what they can do on the defense.
Or loser?
OpTic
Winner
for
plays
attacking
Thieves
run.
in
I mean,
winners
ever
finals.
since the team
Loser
you've got over there,
plays.
I want to say teething issues with Ghosty. Off the
I
rip,
don't
they weren't
remember.
looking too hot, but
The
since
other
major
losers
in
matchup is
Texas,
Toronto
this guy
versus
has just
FaZe.
looked incredible. Kind of thrown us
So
back
the
to
loser of this plays
Huke of old.
whoever. I don't remember
York
who the other
Subliners
team
choosing
is.
not to fight over this side too much. Fighting from the outside in. Ghosty thinking about this plant that may well come through. Huke will hold the close angle.
thinking
York
way too
Subliners go
hard.
for the retake here. Plenty of util coming in.
It's gotta be
Oh my
some
goodness, he's
action
popped the
there.
daddy. There's Huke, finds the first, but will
5 and
fall.
1.
Doesn't really matter though, the trades are in. Priestahh left alone. A
Priestahh
sea of
food.
green against him.
Wow,
Watch
good
here,
shot.
he's actually going to take down Ghosty. Trying for the 1 versus 3, but there's Dashy. Actually tags him up as well. Priestahh trying to do everything he can against this. Will get the stun challenge.
Priestahh.
Shotzzy finds the second, but Dashy
Priestahh
tags
making
him up.
plays right now.
Still a 1 versus 1, and Dashy will check as well. And Priestahh, can he win this against him? No, he cannot.
That was
It's
a good effort, though.
try.
It's a really good try. Finds the first
Preston
dips
Priestahh.
out. Sees Dashy on the
Did what
crossover
he
towards
could.
B. So knows he has to take
Valiant
the challenge
effort.
against Shotzzy as quickly as he can. You've got them both isolated. This is your
Nothing
best
to,
chance. You've got to move. Finds the gunfight
upset
under
about that out
Shotzzy.
of
Gets
him.
tagged up by Dashy, which
He almost
ultimately
1v3.
puts him in an awkward spot. He has to stick or twist. Goes to the plant or goes to the
We got
defuse, I should
Dashy out
say.
in the mid.
And as soon as Dashy
would've been it.
finds that angle, it's always going to be difficult. Child comes through. Priestahh not expecting it. Big plays coming
actually
from OpTic
annoying
Texas
that I
to
don't
secure that one,
remember
but Priestahh made it scary.
The loser
Now
plays
trophies
in
on the
this
go.
series.
OpTic Texas to get aggressive with their grenades. Not finding
So
anything with it.
angry.
KiSMET will not find anything with his either. I'm really curious about these SMG
They
fights
play
that may well
Røkkr.
start to
Duh.
transpire now. The
That's why I couldn't
grenades will
remember.
become
Who
a
would've
little bit
thought Røkkr was still in
less
it?
positive for both two teams with trophies
They look
down.
so
It's all
bad
about the SMG
online,
fights
while
in the middle as this bomb will
Legion
go down
looks
over
so
towards
good.
the side.
And Legion gets double first round, and
Just seeing if
Røkkr
he can
wins
peek anyone
2 out
here,
of
and
losers.
He's actually getting onto the bomb site. They've left him through here. Priestahh, he's under pressure. There's so
I do
many
think
players
whoever
looking at him
loses this
already.
series will end up
Shotzzy will
beating
fall. He was playing
Røkkr,
solo on the
but-
A site, and it goes down to a 2 versus 2. OpTic
made it further than
sitting
you'd
around
expect.
P1 looking for a way forward. KiSMET and Skyz both holding the back here. This fight is going to go nowhere near the site. KiSMET gets the first. It's only Huke, the nuke left.
Can the nuke do
Can he
it?
find a clutch here to send New York to the nether realm? No, he cannot. New York finally
been
turn
tough.
around, Tom.
Yeah, really well played.
Nice try, brother.
OpTic Texas just sit back, wait for that push to come through from New York over towards the street side. Doesn't ever come. As soon as that bomb goes down, in the first blood,
Took 5 bullets
I
to
think
kill
they
him
both
there.
kind of came in at the same time in terms of the kills, 1 apiece for each team. And as those numbers and time whittle down, every single second counts as a more favorable position for New York Subliners. Just well held towards the back. They know the hit's going to come from that side. There was plenty of numbers clearly called out by the player who pushed over towards those trucks. HyDra kept the pressure on, which allowed New York Subliners to then set themselves up. OpTic Texas, what's the play here? Plenty of plants coming in for both these two teams. Retaking percentage is very, very similar. New York are allowing plants a lot more than Texas are, though. So Texas, can they manage to find a plant here? It's going to be harder when you got Shotzzy
Shotzzy gets
sent towards the next
flooded.
round.
Uh-oh. Not good.
And now for New York, they can play a little bit of a patient game. HyDra, we're looking for any opportunity to exploit this. And now he checks his corners. Dashy will get Skyz back down to a 3 versus 3. New York will control the side, and oh my goodness!
Damn.
Ghosty guns HyDra out of the window. It's a snap that may cost a round. Huke will fall as well, back down to another 2v2.
Ghosty trying to find
Back
a
and
pick
forth
here.
round.
But the hard job was kind of done. You get rid of HyDra. You shouldn't really have to worry about the flank, but the problem is that KiSMET pushed up, then dropped back, so
Ran right
you're
past
constantly thinking about where it could possibly be. Dashy
Oh,
surely going to get caught by guard by
unfortunate.
KiSMET. He's lingering over towards top. Art shots
Ghosty
in, though.
gets
Couldn't
one
come
now.
through. Ghosty. Can he make this move? Is he going
Does
to
he
call
have
him going
bomb?
on the cross?
He does.
Oh, I don't know if he saw him. I don't know if he knows. Ghosty has looked for the kill. He's trying to figure out where he's gone. Checking the corners. And
Unfortunate.
Ghosty with a spin, but not going to get the
All right,
win.
they got it
New
back.
York get that round, but Ghosty
2-2.
made it difficult.
After falling
In that
too
situation,
quick,
I think,
bounce
you know,
back,
from Ghosty's POV, the
keeping it a
1v1,
game.
it's almost too readable that he would go over towards the B side and go for the plant. Priestahh then just doesn't take the risk. He can watch double doors from that situation, so if he does push over from top map, so drops out top art and goes around behind to go plant it, he's got that covered. Luckily for him, Dan Ghosty just runs into his
Locked.
sightline.
Locked
Just
and
thinking
loaded,
Priestahh was over
Dan.
towards that side of things,
Dan
but
Ghosty.
information was
Oh,
not quite
Dan
there.
Ghosty.
The young rookie on OpTic Texas. Shotzzy now in towards the site. A terrifying prospect for New York, who are going to struggle to plant here.
Chick
Shotzzy
made,
just running
brother.
around like an absolute lunatic, as per usual.
Looking like me out there.
Is KiSMET going to chalice?
They do call Shotzzy the maestro of movement for a
Wow.
reason.
Literally
As New
3 all
York
dead at
get
once.
taken down in 3 separate gunfights.
Skyz
And
is
Skyz, I mean, Huke has just killed Shotzzy. That's how locked in he is. Skyz is wondering where on earth his teammates went to. And surely there's no way back here for Skyz.
He got the bomb.
It's a really tough one.
Did Dashy
Got
see
the
him?
bomb, but zero information for OpTic Texas. Although I think Dashy may well have just seen him. You see all those players in
they
the
know
map
he's
just
in there.
turning around. There's the stun check. They know exactly where he is now. Skyz with 35 seconds. And, well, I wouldn't say a hope or a prayer to do this one.
Delaying the
Get the bomb
inevitable
down,
here.
then maybe something's on the cards, but they will be covering this on every single angle. Huke tags him up here. Come OpTic.
He trying to stay alive, and Skyz knows that there's pressure going to come from every single position they
Good
can.
shot.
And he guns Dashy, but not going to get the second. Too many bodies, too many players. New York just
PS4
lost that
controllers
round about
out.
40 seconds earlier. It just had to bleed out.
Tough one from Skyz that. But it's the gunfight that comes through from Shotzzy. I think KiSMET's standing there, heading and looking over towards double doors like, yeah, okay, let's see if we can watch across. All right, Shotzi's inside the site. Shotzi's in top art. I've got to hold it down and still gets gunned. Just unpredictable. And that's what's so difficult about trying to keep him down, trying to track him down. So many different places that he can hide. It's only his first kill, actually, Shotzzy. Usually is the player that can do a lot for OpTic Texas.
My guy went full
on
set.
this map, but it's Dashy at this moment in time. 5 and 3. The shots
Yeeting
are just
himself
so
right in the middle
crispy.
of the map.
4v3.
They're shouting again to see HyDra. That's an easy kill for Dashy.
Oh.
One more up top. Surely he can't make this work,
He
and
gets
it will
team
all
kills?
fall. New York again. Die all
Someone got
over
team killed in the
Fortress.
feed.
And it's just when you've got players who can kill that quickly. Dashy pushes down the outside, finds that player over towards
Huke
top
Melton.
maps, and all of a
8
sudden,
and 3 from
New York in that
Huke,
situation,
the
you're
noob.
panicking. Dashy, is he pushing over towards the street? Are they thinking about B? Is he lingering around that area?
Ooh.
HyDra then puts himself in a position to say, well, okay, if he does push this, I can
It's
find
such a
him now.
weird
He's already
vibe, no
pushed past
fans
you.
there.
Shoots him in the side. The round's
Like,
pretty much
didn't bother
done by
building
that
a stage, because it's like,
Nothing
What's
New
the
York
point?
can do about this at the moment. OpTic Texas are running away with this series. Dashy, Huke, Ghosty having a blinder. Shotzzy. He's only really won one gunfight, and yet still OpTic Texas remain dominant.
They do. And Huke is in the bomb site with dead silence
Shotzi's
popped.
1 and 4.
8 and 3 now on the S&D. Probably looking to set some sort of KD record
His
in the
turn to be
series
the
with the
bait,
way
I
he's
guess.
been playing. Dead silence gone. They go
Huke's
into the
just
corner,
making big
and HyDra will
plays.
get first blood to Dashy. For New York, back to A or the difficult road to B.
I'm curious how that's happened because
They're going B. Huh?
Dashy gets kind of baited out, but Ghosty's got a job to do here. He's going to find one. He's
Two more,
screaming
you
at his
don't even know.
teammates, get over to
You
help
got
me,
two
but
of
does he even need the help? Skyz is the second one. KiSMET doesn't want
3
any
of 'em.
part of it and runs
Last
it at
guy.
Shotzzy. HyDra now into top maps. It's a 1v2 from him.
Like, that technically started off
Trying to
could have
stay
like a
alive. Huke up top
3v1.
as well. Shotzzy going to be down.
Ghosty
low,
gets
and
2 of them.
there's
Their
Ghosty.
guy turns and runs
Just
right
held
into
them off
Shotzzy. Like,
completely. Not a moment to be
it's
missed.
crazy how that type of thing
As
works.
Ghosty says, hey,
That could have
I'm
easily
holding the
been like
gate. There
3
is
guys,
no way
triple
through for
chow,
you.
Ghosty, run through them.
Go and
They
go to
had
the
sight
grave because you shall not
locked down.
pass.
I think in that situation, you're New York, you get rid of Dashy and top maps, you're like, oh, well, there definitely won't be two of them there. Yes, psych. Ghosty, there, ready for the push.
That is the Frenchest mustache
And I think
I've
he
ever
knows
seen.
that, you know, as soon as that kill comes to Dashy, in New York's
Oui, oui.
mind,
Oh.
communication will then come to Dashy. So say, oh, there's a couple of them, he can just back on down. New York is saying, man, surely there isn't top maps, they can make that push, no problem. If you make a push into bottom art, it's the first time we've seen HyDra really get mixy in that area of the map. Huke will get taken down. 5-2 OpTic Texas, but an advantage for New York in this round.
Not gonna lie.
New York playing patient. You can just see on the minimap they're covering the angles. If anybody tries to go for a peek, OpTic are hoping they move and make a mistake. Dashy and KiSMET going to try and square up.
Dashy getting
KiSMET will
picked.
win it, and it takes another string off the bow of OpTic Texas.
Small amount of pixels is all that KiSMET needs.
OpTic surely can't
New York
blow
are
a
5-2
5-2, right?
KiSMET has a cruise. Don't know how that's happened. HyDra with the second of the round now may well make it a third as well, my word.
But I mean, eh?
Ghosty sent to the Shadow Realm.
You
But
do
is
it
too
one
little,
at a
too
time,
late?
right? It's the only way to come
HyDra
back.
with the 3. First time we've really seen him arrive on the map. It's a tough one for Ghosty, to be honest with you. I wouldn't even really call it a turn on the shots going into. We've all been there in that kind of situation. You shoot a Vaznev player that's running around the corner. You're like, oh, goddamn, I am getting channeled immediately.
Hit him
play
with
for
the
HyDra.
reach out.
Still a long way back. The New York have it in them to try
Paco.
to put a lid on this OpTic Texas team. Still on the attack here already. OpTic Texas look like they're moving. I thought it might be a super aggressive push for them. It is going to be already. Shotzzy's underneath. Shotzzy's all the way through. This could be disastrous. He's going to find KiSMET as well. There's the first for Shotzzy.
Well,
And they have let him slip. Huke is going to find another one. It's a full collapse. Skyz tries to stop the bleeding. A bandage on a wound that
once they have the
Shotzzy
2
has
kills,
ripped
though, I
open.
feel like that's kind of like
And they find
slow it
themselves
down.
in a 2
I feel like
versus
they kept
3.
the pace up. And, like, just didn't work
So
out. And
tough
ended up
now because
dying.
now Huke's behind you. It's just
Huke's in the mix, though.
unrelenting from OpTic Texas.
3v1.
Can Huke find another kill to cap off what has been a
Priestahh
brilliant
just saying
performance?
a prayer.
Priestahh last alive, 1v3. No hope, no prayer.
Got one.
We'll find one though, Bryce.
He almost
1v2 now.
1v3'd earlier. Is he going to do it
Bomb
now?
is down on A. For Priestahh. Only a legend awaits. Will he find what could be one of the most important 1v3s? You will see. Priestahh going for it as well. Doesn't see Dashy. Dashy
coulda.
will eventually see him, and the shots are
Coulda.
not good from Priestahh. And
Tough
Dashy will
shots out of
take him
Priestahh.
down. OpTic move 2-0 up in the series.
In a bad position, though. That's 2-0.
Just easy peasy.
OpTic goes up 2-0. I think
Just
they close it
nothing
out in this
that New
control.
York can
but
do about that. OpTic Texas.
no promises.
Pressure,
My guy in the
pressure,
Subliners
pressure.
cardigan looking
Shotzzy
fly.
may well be the one who finds the route through the middle of
On
all
the
that.
map 3, baby.
But the, however, 2-6
All
right.
right.
The only 2 teams you beat are Florida
I think
and
OpTic's
Vegas.
about to close it out right here,
It's a
but
hard ask.
could definitely
to see
be
New York
wrong.
Subliners to start this reverse sweep.
no expert.
Can OpTic Texas bleed it all?
Yeah,
to be honest
LSC
with us?
low
It's
control.
just looking like they're unstoppable at this
I kind of
moment
would
in
have
time.
liked to see the new map just because
He gets the first
I haven't
push.
actually
They're
seen
already
many
out, and Huke-
matches on that map.
Huke is still here. Huke is
I feel
still
like
a
it would have
monster.
felt fresh, you know?
And it's just not something you want to see. New
But
York have not
regardless,
made any statement on the opening
I
break.
think
Just the
Subliners are
initial
2-6 on this
coming
map.
through, but this is spawn over towards the green side, so all of a sudden
OpTic's
Subliners will
5-6.
get a favorable one at that, and we'll be able to
Guess
make their
that makes
push
OpTic
through.
better.
Huke's going to be behind. He will not have an AR. I know that for a fact.
we'll see.
This guy's going to get some terrible time, but we'll hear them coming around the corner. Who can shot a Ghosty, combining well, but that time has been stopped. New York are still lingering around the point. OpTic Texas, though, very much behind them. Here he comes.
That was
Still
unfortunate
alive,
timing.
eventually will fall to HyDra. It's more time for New York.
Just like, who am I going to shoot at
Trying to
type
thread
of
this needle, will
scenario.
have to do it with a grenade. Fortunately, the trophies will be able to stop them. Second tick in here for New York. Dashy is going to fall one more time, and I don't think OpTic will be able to do anything about this beat.
Oh
This
my
phone's
god,
coming
he
in
didn't
from
get
New
that.
York Subliners close side because OpTic Texas have pushed up over towards the A
Unfortunate.
side. Is what is ultimately their downfall. Subliners can now just run free over towards that point. OpTic
it
Texas
like
are not
to
really
be
set
this
up over
good
towards
at
A either.
something, you
Ghosty
know?
may well be behind them.
Couldn't
The
be me.
best setup so far.
I'll tell you that.
OpTic Texas, a lot of work to do here.
Shotzzy looking for another. Just a little kill there for him as he clears it out. New York Subliners.
Well, now
just
they only
keeping
have to
alive in the
focus
form
on
of
the one
KiSMET.
side.
See,
Guess
they're
that
gonna try
helps.
and think about the positioning. And Huke
Helps
using
on
the door
defense.
there, shielded himself completely from the grenade. Just keeps on running through. Long range Vans against Sky.
He knows
Sky
he's there.
can only see a pixel, but doesn't matter. He finds a tackle.
They
before
always
anyway,
have both
and
guns.
keeps on
dude, I
moving.
swear.
Oh, spray for Huke. KiSMET
Every
still
chance they
lingering
get, the
around
subs
Røkkr.
pick up the AR.
Two spray for him.
ARs
Maybe
pick up
Huke.
the
I'm calling
subs.
it before he's even shooting bullets at this stage. He's going to get taken
I did
down though,
not.
one off
I
the
thought he was
cruise.
gonna get
There'll
out
be
of
some
there.
disappointment. Ghosty though, still lingering towards this side. The shots in. Even if they don't hit, will be a distraction. Yes, boys, look at me. I'm on their spawn. As the rest of OpTic Texas converge on the point.
Like,
That's
who
one
take
gone up
8
towards
and
it.
3, Dashy 0 and
Ghosty gets away
2,
with his
Ghosty
life
1
there
and
as
1.
well. Now
Like,
they
the
have to continue to
engagement
look for him.
difference is
Shotzzy
so
up top
crazy.
finds HyDra, and they have cleared out this point. New York
Huke is
thought they
just
might have had a little
fast.
control for a second, but it
He's
disappeared.
fast.
Ghosty has been alive for a long,
That's
long
so
time.
unfortunate.
Just lingering over towards the back shed. Jumping back into bar when he gets figured out.
I don't know if he
Keeping
had
that
to
pressure
reload
on
or if he
KiSMET.
just
We'll find a kill, and now we'll
didn't
stop
want
the
to be in
clock.
that
New York
fight.
still have a good opportunity.
He
here.
just
Bryce,
like
Shotzzy
gave him a
could
few
be
warning
finding this
shots
kill.
and got the fuck out of there.
Big kill.
Isn't going to get it. KiSMET
Ended
has
up
played
dying for
really
it.
well around this moment. He's 6 and 2. Ghosty looking for him at the same time. Priestahh's going to check the corner, but doesn't actually check. KiSMET going for the laydown as well. It's a dodgy fight for him.
Staying alive in that corner, though, is working out perfectly for New York Subliners. They don't have anyone
Oh
over
my
towards
God.
the tower because he's been taken down, but Ghosty
How did that work out
just
for
says
them?
absolutely not again.
They
Number
only
6
need
is it
one
coming up
break,
here. The stun's going to
one
fall
tick.
through.
So
Can he
it's a
find a
tough
cruise
spot
missile?
for
He's
OpTic,
really
I feel
been
like.
the solid rock for OpTic Texas
They
over
only
towards
got to
the
hold off
safe
for
side. Can he
34
continue to
seconds,
be?
8 lives, so 2 rounds of slays.
This
But
is
they
it,
need
the
to
last
stagger their
chance
deaths.
for New York. Huke
They all
on
go
top
down
of
at
the
once,
Vaz.
that's going to be insta cat for...
I think he's in
the
Skyz as well. He
Subliners.
knows he's going to be here. Slowly pushing the snap, but Skyz wins the gunfight. Goes down to Ghosty.
Did I
Shotzzy
do
will
a
clean
nade?
them up. It's only 4 lives remaining here for New York. They need the point, and they need the point now.
HyDra finds a push through, but Shotzzy
They only got
just
2
so
lives.
slippery.
That's it.
2 players left for Subliners. There's just not a hope in hell for them yet.
They got 5 of the 6
Really
ticks they
stout
needed,
defense
but
from OpTic
OpTic
Texas, but I
held
wanna
strong at
give
the end.
every single credit to that Ghosty that just stays in towards the shed, is calling up for his teammates exactly where they are, putting down the bullets in every
Final
single
kill.
point, and
Freebie
staying
in the
alive.
back.
That's the important thing. Yeah, you can
Gotta
find the
love
kills
that.
from those positions, but as soon as you get wiped out, you don't need to be thought about. The fact that Ghosty's finding the kills,
favorite type
dipping
of
out,
kill.
changing positions. New York are just like, right, well, where the hell's Ghosty? Where is he? We need to get a lock on him. He's in our spawn. He's going to continue to cause havoc. They don't lock him down. I want to say he was alive for over a minute. Subliners can lock him down. OpTic Texas effectively locked down A. 1-0 to them. Now their turn to go onto the attacking side of things.
I've never
It
looked
is a
at
little bit
angle
of a
before.
weaker side for OpTic Texas. Attack has not been favorable
Just
for
going
them.
for the wall
Looks
bangs.
like they're going to find a push over towards A off the rip.
What?
They're trying to apply
Wow.
pressure here as well. They find HyDra in spawn. Ghosty 8 and 2 turns
No
and
one
burns
called
him.
him out, right?
In New York,
not like
now
HyDra
taking
just got
net
a kill.
control. This may
He
be
just,
a
like,
B
turned
push.
and was like,
if
"Oh."
they can find this first kill on the
Maybe.
Priestahh.
Ghosty just continues.
2 dead.
Everyone who falls into his sights is seemingly dying. It's only HyDra who can be answering. KiSMET is going to find one, but the push over towards A. OpTic Texas somewhat distracted with the push over towards B. It's a line up over towards A.
OpTic,
Good
I
shots
feel
coming
like
in from
OpTic's
KiSMET, though, 10
split
and
right
5.
now.
Trying his best
Like
to
half of the
drag
team
New York
focus
through
in
this
A,
game.
half the team focus
Setting
in
up
B or
towards the
something
bar
like
side. They
that.
will have to get rid of them here, OpTic Texas.
There's going to be sub players for New York that are desperately trying to keep them away. Huke has already found one. HyDra
Wow.
flying out as well. He was definitely weak. The
He was
call
only
must
one
have come
bullet.
through. But OpTic still gathering time and momentum here on this A point.
Nice shots from Priestahh.
Priestahh, Skyz, Dashy. Staying alive, though. Keeping that pressure on. Skyz could do with staying alive inside the point himself.
They just got to survive another 40.
Necessarily been too convincing for OpTic Texas so far. And bear in mind, okay, New York didn't win that previous attacking round, but it was 5 ticks they got in. Skyz still staying alive. OpTic do need to get something here. 35 seconds remaining. Nearly everybody wiped. Dashy might as well just embedded himself
Subliners
into this
D
radio
looking
tower.
a lot
Still
better
alive
than
and kicking up
OpTic's at
there.
this
3 in a
rate.
row.
West being out there is starting to run out of ammo as well, but being alive does force New York Subliners into different spots. Priestahh will eventually take him down. He sees Ghosty as well. Ghosty
Huge
like,
place
doesn't
from
matter.
Priestahh here.
Gunning and running.
Not
And
looking
for
good for
OpTic, it's
OpTic.
over to B. They've got to stop
They've
this
got
clock.
1
They've got to
tick
find
this
something.
round so
Yeah.
far.
A small amount of hope with that spawn over towards B, but Priestahh.
Anyone?
5 in a row. Can they get onto it? They're going to have to stop it. But Shotzzy in this position now needs some help from his teammates. Priestahh's here for the cutoff as well. Is it going to be number 6 for Priestahh? Oh my goodness me! I mean,
Almost
eventually
got
he
him.
will not find the kill, but the pressure starts to come in.
I feel like
A now
Priestahh's
coming
playing well
through.
this series.
OpTic Texas
I mean, I feel like
Inside the
everyone
point,
talks
it's
about
still
Priestahh
doable.
being the weak link. Or like, you know, if the subliners were to make a
tenuous
change,
at
it would have
best.
been Priestahh.
Shotzzy staying alive, has been stunned.
But I feel like he's
Not a lot
doing
of
well this
reinforcements
series.
actually here for New York. I think they're going to give it up.
Yep, that's it.
1 more minute on the clock.
I would not have expected
OpTic do not
OpTic to end up
have the
getting
life
that
advantage,
point.
but they have bought themselves a little bit of time.
It's only 1 minute.
Got another minute.
Huke will get taken down on the flank, but
If they end up winning
we've
this
seen yesterday,
offense, that's
Seattle against
heartbreaking
Minnesota,
for
it is
subliners.
never,
It feels
ever
like
choked.
subliners were in control this
OpTic
entire
Texas can
time.
still find a route through here, but Shotzzy is just chasing shadows in the middle of the map at this moment in time, just trying to find an angle. KiSMET will deal with him. OpTic Texas have never really had control of the map. New York have played this round well. And bear in mind, on their attacking round, they managed to find 5 ticks. It's looking like OpTic Texas may well only walk away with 3.
KiSMET has been a thorn in their side every time they try and push. 3 lives remaining. Dashy sitting in green will be gunned by Skyz. There's nothing really left
They
here
got
for
2
OpTic.
lives.
Only
Huke
Huke
is the
and
last
had a good
hope.
performance in the rest of the rounds. He cannot take
That would
on
be
that many
crazy.
players. New York win their defense
Like 12
pretty
to 1
comfortably.
lives, and he gets it.
And that tick advantage will help them along their way.
Need a miracle.
Talk
Alright,
about
well,
in terms of the statistics,
OpTic
it
got
is
a
difficult
cap,
for
but
OpTic Texas to find attacking
subliners
rounds.
definitely looked a lot better on D.
New York better in that stat.
So that's promising for
Nearly
them.
found it themselves, but a good defense from OpTic in round number 1 is matched with
They're
a
going to
better
reverse sweep. It starts
defense.
with this
New
one,
York
so...
Subliners in round number 2 that said they've been something they've been working on their control.
I mean, even if they do win, it'll be tough to beat
On the
OpTic in hardpoint. They're on like an
overarching thought of it,
11-game hardpoint
They
win
have looked
streak.
the stronger
But
side so far. Dashy yet to really get going in this series. He hasn't had to. May
But
well have
it
to step
did,
it up here on the control though.
I did think OpTic was going to take this, so...
New York, at least finding this gives you a little bit of hype, a little bit of adrenaline in the bloodstream. Already looking for it. HyDra's moving straight into that player.
Shotzi's
Finds
always
Shotzzy as well.
diving.
Gets onto the point. The problem is he's alone.
Scrap.
And up top,
Clown
he's
on the
Ghosty.
floor.
Just trying to
Clown
be a
them all the
nuisance
way to
for the rest of the
losers
team.
bracket.
Making their way over towards B.
But they're looking
Is
good so
lingering around
far,
that
too.
area. OpTic Texas. They smell a rat. 4 kills for HyDra in a row now, just trying to make it 5.
I could definitely
6
see
good
them
well
beating
followed. Huke defending over towards the B side. New York Subliners.
subliners
Not sure whether
if
to stick a twist
subliners
here. They're
end
finding
up
kills
dropping
across
the
the map.
series.
Haven't made a solid decision on where to push, but it's looking like it's going to be A.
Ghosty stuff top is going to be a problem. They had to stop the clock. That first tick will be in. Looking for the second, and Huke comes flying above.
Came in hot there.
And they get the first tick. They stop the clock.
I feel
for
like
a second.
anytime
Now
I've tried to
lost
do
map
that, I'll
control.
like
A is
clamber
a
the wall.
difficult prospect.
I would have like clambered up and got annihilated with the gun down and everything.
It's going to be hard for
Nah,
OpTic
Huke.
Texas to retake this
fast as
control.
fuck,
Or is it?
boy.
If Shotzzy
They
finds a kill
literally
in the back
walk
over towards
past
the
each
bar
other.
side. It's only KiSMET who has somehow slipped this now.
That's
Huke hasn't got a
crazy.
clue where he is, and rightfully so. KiSMET all the way around the outside. Still this pressure from
Weird
Subliners over
timings,
towards
but-
the A side is coming on through. Shotzzy can deal with the attack, can do with
what
the
happens
Vaz.
when we see
Staying
the,
alive in the mid-map. They're expecting the flank to
see
come
the people
through.
through the walls.
Progress at A for New York, though. They may
Hard
well be
to
locking this
spot
in.
in
OpTic
real
Texas
life.
having another go at this.
IRL.
Shotzzy.
No
He's
way
gonna
he gets
fight
that.
too. Gets hit in the
He got
head
killed
a
with the
grenade and
direct
falls down.
impact,
Huke
too.
to cover. Gets it with Ghosty. New York putting a lot of eggs in that basket. And now they head over to B. Sitting in front of them, Shotzzy and Dashy. It's a 2-2 split for OpTic. New York haven't committed solidly to either point.
There's one player over towards B, so OpTic have to commit over towards it. HyDra's on his
He
way
tried
to
to
maybe
get
cause
through.
some issue as well. Shotzzy will get caught out. So New York
would've been
attacking
big.
on 2 different facets here. If you're OpTic Texas, you have to make a decision.
You
I
have to
think you're
figure
gonna
out
have
which
to give
one
up
to
A
go.
unless some magical
They
play
give
can
up
come
A.
through. The time is extended. B control is not really there, or wasn't. Shotzzy will find a kill. Will overextend through the middle
B's
of the map
probably
if
the
he
easier
can.
one to defend,
New
right?
York Subliners not in a bad position here.
I guess it's
Huke
hard
already
for me to
firing
say.
shots. He's gonna read that, he
Not being
hasn't.
a professional
Huke
level
keeps
player,
on
but
moving. A 3 streak for him as well.
I feel like B's easier to defend personally.
Cleared their lines out, and Huke is now going to be a problem. He'll look to push up this map. He'll look to get a little bit more control. Ghosty's doing the exact same thing. They plan to punish New York.
This is now so hard for New York. Big kill from Skyz, though.
We
Ghosty
set
will
that
get
all the
dealt
way
with,
back
and
to
Shotzzy
the
will also
0.
fall as well. Huke has to
Huke
go
on a
big. They won't
6
be
spree.
expecting 3 of them in their spawn.
Gonna
It's
have
6 in a row from
drop.
Huke.
That's
Gets
gonna
away
be
as
huge
well.
to try and
Crucial.
defend that B point.
Dashy finding
it
the kill
comes to
towards
it.
the field side. This should be the round to OpTic Texas with 30 seconds to go.
He's probably gonna
Has
be able to
a
get out of it
monumental
without
break
having
from
to
New York Subliners.
invest the streak, so that'll help them on
New
the
York
offense.
completely avoided pushing through bar. They know there was a Huke waiting. Shotzy's going to find Priestahh as well. Nothing coming
Only
out
got
in the
5
end. They will
lives.
get the trade from Skyz, but with 19 seconds left to go. Huke is waiting, and he finds the kill as well.
This looks
Might
like a
even call it
much
cruise
better
missile here
defense
if his
out of
team start to
OpTic.
fall down, but
Down
they
to 3
don't.
lives.
They clear it.
He
He's
uses
gonna
the
do it anyway.
streak
He's
just to
gonna
make
make sure
sure.
this does not go to New York ton.
Just making sure. I'm not
Make sure they
if
don't
I
get
like
any
it,
extra
but
ticks.
he can do what he wants at this stage. Huke has
They only
been
got
an
3 this
absolute
round.
animal the entire series.
I think OpTic
New
had
York, 1 life remaining.
3 on their first offense.
I think it's maybe just, what was that flow state
And
we
they
talk
gave
about?
up 5 in the first defense.
Just
So
get the kills as best you can, as quick as you can.
if they don't
and as
win it
many as you
here, they're
can
gonna
for
have to
Huke at this
get
stage.
like 5.
But bear that in
You're gonna
mind,
have to
look,
get 5
think about
ticks.
that. If they do need it at one stage,
I
that
feel like if they get 5 ticks,
did
they're
seem a
gonna
little bit overzealous.
win the offense anyway.
But you can't fault the effort that he made to find that cruise initially.
Well, defense 1. Onto the attack for OpTic. They didn't look particularly strong at it last time. Only really got there in little bits. Eventually got only 1 section done. Will they find something better?
Huke on the
Maybe
7
off the
streak
back of
right
this
now.
man. Huke, a 7 streak. That still continues into an 8 on this round. A 27 and
feeling it.
19. Dead silence popped. The superpowers are running.
I feel like Huke's been their
Is
best
he a
player this
superhero?
series, which is nice.
Find out because he's
Love
alone.
to cheer for Huke.
That's to stay alive yet. Doesn't have to be anything special, although when you pop your dead silence, you feel like you've got to run at them, don't you? Staying alive, but the stun will come through, the check will come through. KiSMET will surely clean this up, or will he not?
way.
9 now in a row for Huke. Will get
Damn.
caught out by Skyz though.
Coulda
Just
had
trying
the
to linger
10
around that
streak,
kind
that
of
would've been
side of the
huge.
map. If they get rid of Skyz, then all of a sudden things will open up. You can look New York Subliners. Nobody really past the 50-yard line. Priestahh is there to defend the field side. Shotzzy staying alive, trying to get something going. Over towards the A side is going to be the
Yeah,
objective here for
HyDra.
OpTic Texas.
Like, he's
2
so
minutes
hurt.
Inside. Nobody really to answer back about this apart from
Ran
Priestahh.
in there.
Back to back. Shotzzy
The
goes
the
to
game just
Huke
moves at
also
such a
joining the
fast
party here
pace
on
that I
A.
feel like it's hard to.
Priestahh's waiting. He knows
Hard
he
to
can't
handle
do
that
this
type
by
of
himself. He will find the
situation,
first though.
you know?
But that tick is rapidly going through as Ghosty clears. And 1 last chance, it's gone, but Skyz looking for an exit kill, and all he finds is Shotzzy.
Well, they got A.
You can answer
They got a
back,
minute
so all of a
and
sudden, New York Subliners
35 seconds to
you
get B.
semi-commit over towards A
Got
side.
21
And
lives.
opens up a route over towards
Winning
B for
in
Huke
lives
just to
right
walk
now.
straight through. It's going to get taken down, so that little bit of a scary moment that was there for New York Subliners has ended pretty quickly. Now, Ghosty and Co, can you chip away at this defensive Subliners? 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Need to clear out the spawn.
pretty sure they
Subliners
need
so
a
good at
couple
doing that.
more
Sending people
ticks
through the middle
to,
of that, just being a constant nuisance, but Ghosty
to secure
doing that the other side of
defense,
things.
too.
Priestahh calling the cruise.
He's calling this in, but he'll also be calling out to HyDra. HyDra is on the flank.
Huke and
He
Dashy
can get this as
got
well.
saved by the
first. Looking for
trophy.
Dashy. Doesn't even take that gunfight to begin with. Gets 1 and gets away. New York are not making
Oh, he
mistakes.
dies with the Daddy.
But does it matter in the face of the pressure from OpTic Gaming?
There's nobody on the flank.
OpTic still got a 3
There's
life
nobody there.
advantage.
Skyz is going to have to go
50
big
seconds.
here. Is he going to be expecting that player on his
Oh,
left-hand side?
dude,
Yes,
I
he is.
thought
He will
Huke
find
was
the
gonna
shots
get
into
away
Huke.
for a
KiSMET
sec.
now calling the cruise themselves. The whole artillery being sent towards OpTic Texas.
It's been stopped.
Damn.
The trophy is just
They
enough.
got 2
OpTic
in
is still
there.
here. They've got the flankers away as well.
They got
OpTic
1 tick.
looking to end this series. Huke is going to get Priestahh. Now getting onto the point.
KiSMET
KiSMET
made a
finds
huge
1, but
kill
isn't enough.
there.
Shotzzy takes down Skyz. KiSMET still
Shotzi's
alive.
with him.
Is the dog
That's
big
2
enough for him?
ticks.
No, it falls
This could
to
be it.
Shotzzy. The 3rd tick is rocking.
That's
There's
it.
not a hope for
There's
New
no
York.
way.
As OpTic books their ticket to the winners final in
OpTic top
dominating
3.
fashion against New York Subliners. The favorites keep on marching
Game 1 and 2
forward.
was very convincing. Game 3, not so much,
And
but
time and time again,
Control's
Dan
probably
Ghosty
their worst game
proves
type,
his
right?
worth.
So,
He did it
huge
around
win from
number 1,
OpTic.
just surviving the
Subliners
nuisance.
are going to have a
He finds
tough
a
losers
7th streak
matchup against the Ultra.
as they head over towards the B point.
So either Subliners or
Locks it
Ultra
down.
top
New
6.
York Subliners had no
Going to be
answers.
a good
for
last
OpTic
series to
Texas
end
in
on.
that
I think
game.
that's the last
The
game of the
Control
day.
is the closest one. And it's the
Oh,
same
no,
old
I'm an
story.
idiot,
A
dude.
3-1 victory. OpTic Texas
So
turn it
dumb.
on when
they
they
play
need to.
Røkkr, right?
Maps 1 and 2 were dominant. That
FaZe
was
plays,
comfortable. They look so good. I
FaZe
mean, look,
plays
we were
Ultra,
expecting
dude.
them
I'm
to
faded.
look as
What
good as
the
this,
hell?
maybe, but to
All right,
dispatch a team like New York Subliners in that fashion,
OpTic 3-0.
whoever's going
Easy
up against
money.
them in the winners bracket final, of course, that being Thieves.
Belong Arena.
All right.
Dan
Here with Dan
Ghosty,
Ghosty. All
what's
right, let's
up?
chat through it. First off, you guys have been demonic. It's been amazing to watch you guys play. Heading into this event, just absolutely in command. But you come into this series, you think it might be a
He
tough
is
match.
tiny, dude.
3-0. It's dominant. How you feel
He's
immediately
probably
after?
like, he looks like he's
we're
like
obviously
5'6".
feeling very good. We came out and we handled business, so to speak. But I'm very happy with the team and how we performed because we played exactly how we've been practicing. So, and that's always a good sign to see.
Well, I think that's a
He
problem
seems
a lot of
kinda
teams have.
robotic,
You know, I
doesn't he?
talked to FaZe, I talked to NYSL, I talked to these different squads. It's like trying to replicate that. It's very, very hard.
Like
But
an
you guys have been
NPC.
getting it done. Now, talk to me about Huke, because he's had, like, listen, it's been a wild couple of years for that guy. Like, I was wondering if he was still going to be in the pro scene at one point. Now he's looking like the best player in the game. What's it like to play alongside him?
He is,
I
looks
mean,
like the
playing
best
with
player
Kyler,
on the
he's a
team right now.
beast. He's really damn fast. He's really talented, and he has some phenomenal vibes, good comms. He's a great teammate. He's a good guy as well, so it's always a good time.
Well, I'm glad you guys are vibing. And talk to me about your role. Like, is it difficult at times to kind of just be the motorboat, just the guy that's constantly running his mouth, talking, calling out? Like, is it wear you out at times, or you just live for it?
It definitely doesn't really wear me out, but I will
live
say,
for
like,
it.
there were times earlier when I joined the team that maybe I felt a little anxious to speak as much, but now certainly, like, I have no issue talking a lot, so.
Gotten comfortable with the guys probably makes it a lot easier. Now going forward, winners bracket final,
Why does he look
top
so
3.
small? Is
Playing
Maven
against
like
Thieves,
6 foot, or
they're
is
one
he
of those
like?
teams that start to click a little
Imagine
bit
Maven's
later
like
in the year. It
5'10",
seems
and
like they
Ghosty's
are
like
starting to
5'4".
click. Any thoughts going into that matchup?
A little hobbit.
Honestly, we're just going to go in. We're going to have some good prep. We're going to put in the time per usual. And we know they're a good team, so we're going to come at 150% tomorrow for winners finals.
All
Well,
right,
it's been
let's see
amazing.
it.
I
It's
know,
gonna
like,
be
there
a
were some
good
doubters,
match
some
tomorrow.
question marks at first, but you've been an absolute
OpTic
monster.
Thieves,
The squad has been
winners
ripping and
final.
roaring. Good luck the rest of the way, buddy.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you,
OpTic
Maven
going
and Dan
big
Ghosty.
today.
Congrats to Ghosty, a 3